I'm going to visit my friends. I haven't seen them for a long time. Yeah, I've already visited them a couple of days ago, but before that, I haven't been in this country for a long time. So I'm going to visit them today to spend some time together. And also, I'm going to visit the places where I grew up, the places of my childhood. I've left those places a very long time ago, but now I happen to be in this country again just to settle some of the things with the documents and stuff like that. So I'm paying a visit to those places just to walk the same paths that I walked when I was a child. That's kind of feeding my nostalgia feeling or something like that. And I have some thoughts about the places and maybe even about the people. Like it's very difficult to decide how to put it in words, but the idea that I have is some kind of a comparison with the Michelin stars, if you will. I guess you're familiar with the Michelin stars rating. It is like there are either no star at all, or 1 star, 2 stars, or 3 stars that a restaurant can get. And that is assigned by some experts who go from one place to another and decide whether that place deserves a star or not. And the range of the stars for Michelin rating is as follows. Maybe I'm a bit wrong in some of the details, but in general idea, I think I know it. So 1 star means that the restaurant worth visiting when you are already in the city, already around the place. So pay it a visit. Go. If you don't go specially, like don't plan the trip especially for that place. But if you are already in the city, if you're already in that place, pay a visit to that restaurant. That's 1 star. 2 stars is that if you are around the region and you need to do a bit of a travel to visit that place, to visit that restaurant, do that. That's worth it. That means 2 star. And 3 stars means that the place or the restaurant worth planning the entire trip around it. So in order to visit that restaurant and to get the experience from that restaurant, you are advised to even plan the entire trip just for that. So and by analogy with that Michelin stars rating, I'm thinking about the places and about even some of my friends, even some of the people. And what is useful about it, how it actually helps me, it helps me to agree with the feelings and to get to the balance with the feelings. Because sometimes I can feel that a certain person is like a 3-star person and it's worth planning the entire trip, buying the flight tickets and booking the hotel and visiting just in order to visit that person. It can feel like that. But then when you test it in practice, in reality, it can be either just 1 star or it can be no star at all. And when you define that, it's kind of liberating. Then there is no regrets of wasting resources, wasting time to plan the entire trip, or maybe to do the extra travel if it is a 2-star, right? To visit certain place or to visit certain people. But also on the other hand, it's worth understanding who is a 3-star person for you. And if you define someone as a 3-star person, then it can affect the plans you have. Then it can affect the entire trip can be built around visiting those people. And the same with places. Like, maybe because of nostalgia feelings, maybe we have an idea. Like, I usually have an idea that, oh, I wish I could go to that place and walk the same paths again. I wish I would go there and look at the same buildings and remember my childhood and stuff like that. But in reality, when you do that, when you visit that place, immediately you see that probably the effort that you've put into this visit wasn't equivalent to the result you're getting, because it's like a 1-star event, not a 3-star event. So I guess that's an interesting thought, an interesting idea to compare this 3-star rating of Michelin restaurants with the ratings, or your personal ratings for places and people you visit. And another thing that's worth mentioning in that regard is that also that rating works both ways. So I can have a rating of my own about other people, but also those people can have rating of myself. They can rate me, and maybe subconsciously, maybe without knowing, but they kind of, through their behavior, through their actions, and even through their words, they display the rating they assign to me. They just demonstrate what category I am in. And I can have a feeling that maybe for someone I'm a 3-star person, but then in reality I see that they are reluctant to travel extra 10 miles to visit me. They are reluctant to sacrifice maybe the evening just to spend the time with me at some bar or at some restaurant. And that gives me an idea that probably I was wrong about my assumption that I'm a 3-star person for those people. That humbles me, and that actually creates another liberating event that liberates me. If I agree to the facts that their actions and their words display that my rating is 1 star, or maybe 0, I maybe don't have any stars at all within their reality, then why I need to respond as if I'm a 3-star person? And on the other hand, I might sometimes neglect someone's warm attitude to myself. Sometimes there are people who treat me really in actions and in words, who treat me as a 3-star person, and I serve them as if they came to a coffee shop. So if I understand that I'm a 3-star person for those people, then it actually stimulates me and inspires me to do this serving of a 3-star, like if it is equivalent to Michelin restaurant. I want to do this serving on my side to those people, the best of the best, like the 3-star level serving for them. So, and that's very important to know, because that's actually that has huge impact on the relationship development, and through the years, as you age, you understand that we often underestimate the value of relationship with people. And it's very important to do it both sides, like to develop the relationship with people who are 3-star for you and that you are a 3-star person for them. And also it is important to get rid of the relationship with people who have 0 stars for you. Stop serving the 3-star level and spend lots of resources and efforts because it doesn't worth it. It doesn't worth it. People around us, they can define our future, they can define our feelings, our happiness, even level of happiness. It is very important to surround myself with people that I treat as a 3-star people and who treat myself as 3-star people, as 3-star person. Yeah, that's the idea I wanted to share. And also, honestly, I wanted just to take you over with my trip, like to take you and show to you where I am, and I'm enjoying the road. I'm enjoying the car, even though it is a rented car, but that's a decent one, so not a shallow one, like the pretty decent car. And yeah, so I wanted to share some of my feelings. I understand that probably the ideas that I share, they may sound a bit philosophical and maybe not really well put into words, but I hope you understand the ideas behind the words I say. And obviously you see that maybe there are some language barriers that I have, and maybe it's a bit more difficult for me to express it in English, but still, I truly believe that these ideas, they worth exploring, they worth thinking about, spending some time on those thoughts, because they can actually improve our life. Yeah, and this is an interesting trip actually. I used to travel this road very long ago. I used to travel it daily. It was like an hour drive, like maybe an hour and 10 minutes drive. But since then, I see they have improved the road quality. Yeah, because I was talking, I was not speeding it. I was just going 90 kilometers an hour. But the allowed speed limit was like 120, so I was really slow because I was talking. I wanted to be careful, and yeah, they expanded the road. They improved the road quality. I see that this is the city maybe 15 minutes before the one we're heading to. The city is improving, is still improving. I see lots of infrastructure elements that have been added. That's interesting. It's interesting to see the progress. Probably when you live here during the period, it is not that obvious. It's really difficult to grasp when it's done slowly, but if I wasn't here for a long time and then I'm back, I'm just amazed with all of the changes that have been done. Yeah, that building is a new one. It's interesting. Some new building. This is the famous city, actually, the famous city in Belarus, where the big lorries, the big trucks are produced. And those trucks are used all around the world, especially in Africa, when where they have the mines, where they have all of the, you know, where they dig the ground really hard and they get some minerals they get diamonds and stuff like that. All of those countries, they buy these big lorries from this city. I think we will see the plant. We will see the factory right beside the road, and maybe even we will see the demonstrable lorries as well. I'm not sure if lorry is the correct word. It's the track, is the big machine to work on the mines. And also, recently in the city, they started to assemble cars, and particularly this car that we're driving right now has been assembled in this city. It is a Chinese car, but the assembly line is here. So they bring parts here from China, but they assemble it here, and they then consider it kind of a Chinese Belarusian car. So that's an interesting development of the industry for these years. It's really nice to walk around and drive around when the weather is good. Unfortunately, in this region, this kind of weather is like 30 days a year. So you need to really, really cherish every day of such a weather and not to waste it when the weather is good. And it's pretty crowded on the roads. Pretty crowded. Here is the factory with those big machines, with those industrial trucks. You can see maybe from the fence that, yeah, probably this is just this supportive cars. It's not the ones which are produced, but maybe we will see some of the tracks. I'm not sure if we can see it from the side of the road. I know there should be a demonstrable one, the one they just expose, but that is a smaller one. And this place can be visited with the guide, actually. I mean, there are some tourist guides who can actually walk you through that place, and it is open for tourists. So some of the parts, not the main assembly line, of course, but yeah, some of the lines are open for tourists. And how big the factory is, you can see how long we're driving beside it. I think in size it's like some gigafactory. Yeah, they produce vehicles which are much bigger than Teslas, so they need more space. Yeah, you can see from over the fence, you can see some of the smaller tracks. Yes, so probably that gives an idea, but it can be Googled. I think we can Google the pictures of those. They are called Belaz, Belaz. So Yeah, I haven't seen the demonstrable one. I think it's inside. So, yeah, that's it. The factory has finished. We haven't seen the demonstrable one. So, you will have to Google, if you're interested in how they look, you will have to Google the Bella's tracks. And we're leaving this city. Yeah, it's funny. It's interesting how you feel, how I feel. It's interesting to just self-reflect right now and to see, just to try to see what feelings I'm having right now after being absent for such a long time from here. And now I'm driving the same road. Here hasn't changed anything. So the same road, the same bumps on the road. So yeah, uh, kind of an interesting feeling. It's like the what we call muscle memory, maybe like the brain memory. The same neuron chains starts being active, and probably that tickles the brain a bit, and it makes you feel kind of an interesting feeling. Those neuron cells, those brain cells, they haven't been used for a long time, but now they're in use again. And probably this is like a fresh stream of energy into those cells. I'm just speculating, of course. I'm not an expert in neurobiology, but maybe that kind of a process. Yeah, especially when you drive absolutely the same roads. It hasn't changed a bit. This section of the road, it hasn't changed a bit. Absolutely the same. That's funny. Yeah, and it's so familiar. Everything is so familiar. Even though I haven't seen it for a long time, but it's still so familiar. And I used to drive it daily before. That's interesting. Oh, here is a new road section. Yeah, this one has been changed. Has been updated again. So this is something new. This is some improvements. The same way, but a different road quality. Yeah, that's much better. Much better. Okay, I think we can try to overtake. It's I don't want to speed to exceed the speed limit, but I'm not sure if I have to. No, I don't have to. Don't care. I will just keep a bit more distance from that guy. Don't care if I come 2 minutes earlier, but breaking the speed limit. I don't care. Why? Oh, here is the factory where they assemble these cars. The car that we are driving is exposed right here, the blue one. So yeah, and this is the factory where they assemble the cars from China. And this is the very car that we're driving right now. This is the rented car, and a pretty decent one. To make a conclusion, I think I need to know the price and the features that it has. But from what I can see, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, big factory. You can see, but by the amount of parked vehicles, and today is a Saturday, people are working there. So lots of people are working there because they come by their own cars. They park their cars there, and then they go into the factory to work And you can see all of the prepared vehicles on the platforms. And here they have their own uh, fire protection or firefighters unit. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Okay, I think we can then go 90. No, it's still 70. I'm not sure why guys are speeding it. It's still, I can see that it's still temporarily 70. Let's do 70. I don't care. Let's do 73. I'm not sure why they have this line here. So they have like a regular 2 lines road, but it's another line here, which I'm not supposed to cross. But I'm not sure how I need to actually operate. This is kind of a quiz. Maybe they use this quiz to get some fines. I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, we're almost there in the places of my childhood. Almost there. I will start decelerating. Here is the city where I grew up. Some part of my growing up, some part of my childhood was here. And this road hasn't changed at all. Yeah, this section of the road hasn't changed at all. Absolutely the same as it used to be. It's funny how you feel. It's funny how I feel when I'm driving the same road again after so many years. Let's turn right. Oh, I think now I will start feeling more feelings. Start feeling interesting feelings. Because this is absolutely the flush of nostalgia feelings. It's not only driving these roads, but walking these roads as well. I was walking these roads a lot. There is a new road parallel to this one, but this is the old one that I used to walk, and this was the only road there when I was a child. But now they have a parallel, a better one. This still exists. Oh, that's so funny. This is actually they have some military divisions in this city, and this is just a common thing to see military people just doing some drills and stuff like that. You can see they are with AK-47 or something. It's pretty crowded with cars as well. It's yeah, and you can see the sports arena there. It looks like kind of a starship. That is a sports center. I used to go there when I was here. I used to go there. Let's cross this bridge over the railway, or the estacade over the railway. There is the railway stop that I used to take when I was traveling, when I was a student. And here we go. This is a tricky intersection that we actually need to go from the main road to here. Yes. Oh, how much feelings I have. Yes, this is interesting. The road hasn't changed at all. And the bus stop hasn't changed at all. Yeah, here is the small town where I grew up. When I was a kid, I lived here. And now I live more than 3,000 kilometers away from here. So, such a funny place. I think let's park near the home, near the building where I lived when I was a kid. Because usually I park, I was planning to park here and walk around the town. This is a very small town, actually. We can walk around it in like 15 minutes, I think. Yeah, but it has grown a bit bigger since my childhood. Those in front of me, those are the new houses, the new buildings. And my house is right here. You can see it on the right side. The green stuff is enormous. When I was a kid, it was just tiny bits of greenery here, but now huge trees and stuff. It's just amazing, just amazing. Let's park here. Yeah, this is actually the house that we had apartment in when I was a child. Here is the sports complex. Yeah, some sports complex that resembles some kind of a star shape, something like that. Let's give it a close look. Whenever I park, I usually do it in a gangster style. I'm not sure why, but it's kind of a maybe it's kind of delayed gratification. So I need to spend a bit more efforts to park, but then it will be easier for me to drive away. This is kind of a gangster style because you need to shoot away as quickly as possible if something goes south. Yeah. That's where I lived. Those windows below the yellow section, that's where I lived. That was my apartment when I was a kid. And you can see that this is pretty modest surrounding, pretty modest neighborhood. Soviet building. And I was growing up in a family of a single mom with 2 kids. I have a younger brother. Yeah. I didn't have a very high platform to start from, so no excuses. Okay, I think that's it. Now I will just walk around this town to remember the places of my childhood, just to walk around. Um, And yeah, have a good weekend.